Hi, I'm Peter Callan, the Bee Whisperer. Amy and I are here to talk a little bit about how we couldn't be more pleased with how Beekeeping 24/7 has been progressing. We started, January?
January.
Just over 4 months of running as a paid membership group, and it could not have gone better, really. We've got and our members are getting sort of friendly advice, but also consistent advice from us, as opposed to getting it from people they don't know.
Right. It's been great to see how it started from this idea, actually this idea that was given to us by my cousin, Rita Freecott, and how this has just blossomed into exactly what we hoped it would be.
We didn't know where it would take us. We had an idea and a hope of where it would go with it, but you don't really know until you start it.
Right.
And we got started, and we have members from all over the country. They're predominantly from Maine and predominantly beginners.
One thing that's really neat is all the members that we have, like in the Northeast, some people are further south from us, and you can kind of see that progression of what's to come our way. There'll be people down south that were dealing with issues earlier on from us, and it's like, hey, heads up, Maine, this is what's coming our way.
That's right. It is a good heads up in terms of this is the next video we've got to get up there and ready, because the bulk of our members are going to be seeing this very soon. So it is a little bit of a dance to try and keep ahead of what's happening for our members further south. But also it's a stark reminder right now how things move very much through the season.
Right.
And then, of course, as things get colder, we're the first ones. We're going to be the vanguard leading the way there as well. It's been interesting, just the things that we've covered over the period of time. I mean, we've got a group of people who have paid to be members of this group. So, in effect, everybody is committed to the group, and therefore we have no antagonism, no axes to grind, no criticism. People have joined, and we've got a strict code of conduct. And in the whole time, in the thousands of comments we have had on the group, we haven't had a single negative one at all.
Not one. Which was really one of our founding goals of doing this.
Absolutely right. One of the things that I think drove a lot of people to us is the fact that they're not going to be criticized. If you're a beginner, all of us were beginners at some point, and everyone's got questions, and that's the whole point of what we're doing here. The other thing that the members are getting is a consistent viewpoint in terms of how we manage our hives. I mean, we make no bones about it. There are plenty of other ways of keeping bees, but the way that Amy and I are keeping bees have proven very successful for us. And so what we can teach is the way we do it. And so we respond to every question in as prompt a manner as we possibly can. Amy's usually first on there. She's checking there right away. But we have we follow up every question with our view on how these things go. Of course, it's not that members aren't allowed to comment, and members most certainly do comment and add some very valuable comment. But the great thing is that the members also qualify their comments with, I'm a beginner, but this is what I interpret, and that sort of thing.
Or this is my opinion. This is my opinion.
That's right.
And that's what we welcome.
That's it, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Yes, we want to be sure that people are doing things in what we consider the right way, and we'll give our opinion there, but we welcome the other complementary opinions to it, and every person that poses a question can clearly see if the other information that's being added to it is additional opinions to consider, and they can follow by following what Amy and I say. They can follow a consistent approach, which on other groups, which are much bigger, broader memberships, comments can come from left, right, and center. They may be very good comments on other groups, but they might be steering you in different directions and different management strategies.
I mean, there are so many methods, and it is just so confusing and overwhelming, especially as somebody just starting out, which is the beauty of this group.
That's right, and the beginner just doesn't have a way of distinguishing between different opinions, so therefore I think that's where our group really comes to be particularly valuable. And it's been interesting to see the you could anticipate it, but you're interested to see the changes in questions and different as we move along.
Yeah.
Like February, March, questions are about dead out hives. Can I reuse equipment?
Do I need to feed? Do I need to feed?
Will I need to feed?
Yep.
How do I set up my apiary? People sending us pictures of their apiaries, pictures of the way they're painting hives. How do I paint a hive, and what parts need painting, etc. So simple, basic starting information.
Mm-hmm.
Then installation of bees, and how do I care for these bees now that they're there? I've forgotten everything I've just read. Now, of course, they joined the group, and we had Amy and I had spent months putting together some really good basic beekeeping classes.
Right.
12 really good classes from start to finish of the hive through the season.
And those people that have joined us have been able, the beauty of that part of it is they're able to go back and refer to certain things. And we've even had members comment about that said, geez, my hive swarm, I went back and watched the video on swarming and I see where I went wrong, or I see what I could have done different.
Yeah, or what I should do next.
Exactly.
And that sort of thing.
And that's always there for them to refer back to, which is beautiful, because if you take a beekeeping class, trying to, take everything in, take your notes, you're not going to get it all. You're not going to remember it all because you're trying so hard to, to focus. And then you get your bees and wait a minute, it's gone.
Right. And then as the seasons progress, then of course it's expanding the hives. When we put the next brood chamber on, are they drawing the comb right? When we put honey supers on, do I use a queen excluder? If so, how and when?
Mm-hmm.
And then colonies, we've got a situation where colonies are losing queens, for instance, packages installation, or a nuke where they've turned on the queen and we've got queenless hives. What do we do about it? How do we rectify the problem? How do we recognize the problem that the hive is queenless? So nice, consistent development of the skill sets as they go along. I mean, most people are having great success, but everybody's got the odd problem that they're having to deal with. And so now we're getting into a stage where it's things like swarming season here in Maine, at any rate. Some of our viewers have had swarms a month ago. And so swarming, preventing of swarming, how do we capture swarms? What do we do with the swarm if we do get it? What do we do with the hive that has swarmed? Is there things that we've got to watch out for, watching for the queen being replaced successfully? Right. And then, of course, up and coming, we've got concentrating on mite control and treatment, monitoring for mites, treating for mites, knowing what to do next, a plan of action, these sort of things.
So one of the things that we've done, and it's really quite novel, and we've had a lot of fun with it, is we go live in the hive. And we did that for the first time last week, and it was a lot of fun, and it was quite successful. And what we do is we actually go live on our private Facebook group, and we go right into a hive. Peter's doing an inspection, and we're addressing any issues that we see at the time in the hive, or what's going right, what can we change, what do we need to do. And our members were actually able to communicate with us as we're doing that and ask questions as to what they were seeing. That's
right. And of course, I've got out in this yard that we're in, I have right now maybe 100 colonies. Later in the season, it'll may only be 30 or 40, but we've got a yard big enough with a range of sizes where if you ask me, can you show me this? I can generally show you what's going on in one of those hives. We just take the camera over and just start open this one up because this one's got new queen cells or that sort of thing. So that's one of the beauties. It's sort of like an open hive, but you can ask the questions and we take the camera over to it and we can just go straight into a hive and answer the question and demonstrate it there and then. I think that's one of the most exciting developments we've had so far.
It is. And it's been received quite well by our members as well. I mean, if they have, when they ask their questions, we get back to them in a very timely manner. However, to be able to ask a question and have your answer just like that, that's invaluable.
Long may we be able to continue to do that.
Yes.
We'll do our best.
We are, and we're having such a good time with this.
Oh, that's right. It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And some of and as well as the videos that we made for the training, we're doing videos in response to questions. We're doing videos in response to what's coming up this time of year. You should be doing this, this, and this. But we're also doing videos specifically in answering people's questions. Sometimes just putting in comments on the chat is not enough information. So
Right.
we've made videos specifically to target certain questions. So most weeks we're doing a video which will include things like, I think like in the Hive Live, one of the things we set off to do was going to be doing a mite monitoring, and we did another thing about equalizing. So people had questions about that. So when we were doing our next video, we include those in the videos, and those are coming up at a time when people need them most, not in the middle of the winter or something like that. So far, Beekeeping 24/7 is going really, really well.
Yeah.
Our plan has only been to have membership open 2 or 3 times per year. We are just at the stage where we're opening up for new members this coming weekend on Sunday, the 12th of June. Is it 12th of June?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, the 12th of June. It'll only be open briefly, so if you are interested in finding out more about Beekeeping 24/7, check the comments below. We will, and I'll put the little link up for you to check up more information where you can, if you do it before Sunday, it'll be called the waiting list, and then as soon as the doors are open, you can join. Or for a few days after the 10th, you'll be able to join directly.
And if you join our wait list, we'll send out an email once the doors are open, and we'll throw that link right in there so you can actually go right to the membership page. And if you choose to join, and we've got quite a wait list right now. I'm surprised at how many people are on it, which was what prompted us. You know what, we need to open our doors.
I think a lot
again.
of folks didn't join just before they got their bees, and they got their bees, and they've gone, oh my god,
oh my gosh, now what? Help!
And so we wanted to make sure we opened up now, because we don't want, if we still catch problems while they're still early stages, we can help you do something about it.
Right.
And get ready for the summer honey flow, and hopefully harvesting some honey in the fall, and then of course preparing your hives for the dreaded winter.
That's right.
So we welcome new members, and we're looking forward to you joining us. We're having a great deal of fun here. We've got some, if the folks coming to the shop, they're now bringing their kids to meet Amy and myself, and see the celebrities, these seed bombers and that sort of thing.
Right.
So we look forward to you joining us, and good luck with your beekeeping. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.
Take care.